I got into the hobby in '93 when my friend Magnus got the starter box for Warhammer Fantasy, 4th edition. And I was fairly intrigued from the beginning, but since he got the hives, that left me with the orcs and goblins, and I wasn't too keen on that, so I didn't get into it straight away. So instead, when he got me a box of Night Panthers for my birthday the same year, that's when it really took off, and I was really into it for all of 4th and 5th edition, and I played Empire exclusively. And then when 6th edition came along, I started a few other armies, so I still went with the hobby, but sort of abandoned my old Empire army. So I was sort of on and off in the hobby up until 8th edition. I never abandoned it, but sometimes I had periods where I didn't do that much. But over time I got more and more into painting and perhaps a bit less into playing. But yeah, so I was still into it. But then when GW killed off the old world, I sort of, yeah, I got a bit bummed, to be honest. And I wasn't attracted to Age of Sigmar at all, really. So I had a bit of a hobby slump from about 2015 to 2018, I guess. But then I sort of missed it, and I figured maybe I should go back and do it like I used to do in the 90s. Or, well, I didn't because I hardly painted back then, but try to recreate an army from that era. So I started doing it at Warhammer, and yeah, I thought that was fun. I painted up a fairly small dwarf army, and I really liked the dwarfs, the models, and the background. But unfortunately, I'm not too into the play style, so that army didn't really see much play. But then I started painting some of my old Empire stuff. I still had a core of an army, maybe 2,000 points or something. And also around that time, I started discovering that I wasn't alone in liking the old editions. There are some lovely communities out there on Facebook and otherwise. So, for example, the 4th edition Warhammer Fantasy community and the Crown of Command. So I got more into that and started communicating with other players and finding new friends and people who had the same likes. So I started painting that Empire army, and I figured, maybe I just paint up what I had. And once I did that, I figured maybe I can paint an army like I would have wanted to have one back in the days, but wasn't really able to pull off. So I got some new stuff, basically all the fun toys for Empire, like steam tanks and knights and everything. And then I figured maybe I can expand a bit further, and in the end, I decided I should get at least one painted unit of every entries available. So at least one of each unit, all the characters, the war machines, the monsters, and so on. And of course, the Empire has a lot of choices, so that ended up with a pretty big army. So basically, this year I was able to finish off. Or are you ever finished with an army? But at least I was happy for now. So the army ended up at about a little over 20,000 points, depending how you choose wizards and so on. But yeah, that's pretty much a done deal now. So we'll see what I will do next. But in a couple of short videos, I will showcase the different models that I have for the army. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.